To get the door panel out, there's going to be a cover right here, which is this 2 7mm, and there's also going to be 2 7mm right here. And then what we're going to do is start prying from the bottom corner and then work our way up. Yeah, the one I was telling you about, the hard one to take off, it's this one right here. This one is, yeah, pretty strong. And then these special 4 blue clips that go in here. Notice it has like a male locking one, and these one lock on pretty good. These are the things you have to remove. This is the door latch, and then 2 plugs that's on the corner above the speaker. And here's your speaker right there. Big old 6x9. I've got the adapter already much bolted up in there. I might drive a screw. I'm not sure yet if I want to or not, but I don't like how that thing is just kind of jiggling like that. You're also going to need the color wire, because we're going to be tapping on to the speaker wire for the KICKER Hideaway sub box. So looks like the solid blue is the positive, brown blue is the negative. Looks like you needed 2 screws, so that's a lot more tighter. I went ahead and zip tied the excessive harness after I plugged in the connectors. That way it's not kind of dangling so much in there. So let's go ahead and mount the JL speaker and then pretty much get that one done. Got one of them secured, 4 screws plugged in. Now go ahead, before you even put the door panel back on, go ahead and test it just to make sure it works. Then we'll move on to the other door. So we're gonna move on to the rear. This one, same deal, pop the cover, 2 screws, except for the bottom, it only has 1. So practically the same. Like I said, go ahead and start prying like in the corner right here, and then work your way down and up, and then everything should just pop off. The only difference with this one, it only has 1 plug. Make sure you release the locking tab right here. Let's see, this one, like, it's the same as the front. Just have 1 7mm, and then they just pop off, and do the same exact thing as the one you did on the front. And then we're gonna install the 6.5. Just like how I did the front, just zip tied the excessive harness into an original harness that's already in the back. That way it's not flapping around like this when the customer is driving the vehicle. So the rear is the same exact thing process wise as far as the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the passenger side, front and rear, basically the same, so I don't have to really video that. But the next video will be the start of the Hideaway KICKER sub, and then that should be it. Here's the passenger side rear. Now we're moving on to the amp and sub. Make sure you unhook the negative side terminal to prevent any damages. Obviously do the power very last, but for now go ahead and unhook the negative, then we'll move on to running the power. Here's the KICKER Hideaway sub that we're going to be putting in here. Trying to kind of figure out where to even mount this thing, but I think we can mount it somewhere maybe in the middle. So I might have to do a little cutout right here just to kind of get it to fit. Yeah, I'll try to figure something out and see what I can come up with. Moving on to the sub, just kind of planning how everything is going to be mounted here. I'm going to leave it alone for now, but I will run the power wire. And then what I did was kind of wrap it in Tessa tape so it kind of blends in. Ran it to the back of this bracket, just like right behind it. I've cut a little slit down here, and then the wire easily pokes through. Ran it to the front. Just kind of trace it around the factory harness, zip tie it, and now we're going to try to see if we can run it to the firewall. Now we're going to go ahead and pretty much show you where I ran the wire. Make sure you try to do it on the very corner. It's going to come out in the plastic as well from the other side, so don't try to do it close to the bundle of wires. Still need to cut that, almost forgot. So the speaker wires that you're going to need is going to be in this bundle right here that's going to the door harness. It's going to be a blue and yellow, or blue for the positive, and then for the negative it'll be brown and blue. So go ahead and top your positive and negative input signals, and then I'm going to show you where I ran the power wire. Here's the speaker signal input. I got it positive at the solid blue, and then the brown with the blue stripe is the negative. I just kind of combined the positive and both negatives, so it'll be just one signal mono. I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie it around here, and then I already got the base knob wire pretty much ran, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this back up, put the insulation back on, and then continue with the power wire. So this is where I grounded it. Make sure the mating surface is sanded off. Use a wheel wire brush and pretty much test it out. I have it on DC offset. That way it'll turn on and off. And I'll go ahead and test it out real quick. I just got the power wire pretty much done up. I put a loom on the power wire, got it all zip tied in. Now this is the post that you're going to tap it into. Do not tap it on any of these, as DCs are fused for different circuits. But yeah, use this as a 14mm nut, and then go ahead and tighten the negative battery cable, and then put everything back. So what I did is pretty much obviously laid the subwoofer in here, traced it like a rough tracing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clean this all up. What it's gonna do is it's gonna wedge itself here, and then these sides right here is gonna prevent it from doing the side-to-side movement. And then we're gonna put some brackets, that way it doesn't move around. But I do need to clean this real quick and then vacuum it all up. So I'm trying to figure out how to mount this thing in here, since there's not really a lot of options. As you can see, this is how I have the brackets. One of them I didn't. I wanted to extend it out. That way I have two screw holes that's going to go to the plastic. And then this one is normal, but it's going to the sides. So this one's pointing backwards, this one's going to the side, and you'll see why. As you can see from here, those two that I have positioned that way, it goes through the plastic, and then those ones that point to the side just kind of holds on to the carpet. Nothing crazy, but overall it's not going anywhere. So here it is all plugged in. Like I said, the thing's not going anywhere, so I like it like that. Let's go ahead and test everything out.